Hey, welcome back everyone. In this video, we're gonna talk about a wide angle lens that I just bought. Many of you get into photography and you are overwhelmed with the amount of gear that they have on the market for different types of photography. You may be into portrait photography, for example. So you only look at a certain lens such as the 50mm, 35mm, 85mm, or if you want to go really far, like the 135mm, they produce fantastic result, right? Or if you do want to do like architectural photography, you want to go with something a little bit wider, so maybe something like a 15 to 35, a 20mm, or something that a little bit wider than even 15, so like a 10mm, like a fish eye or something like that. But today, guys, I have been doing portrait photography for quite a while now, and I just recently get into architectural photography. So I'm shooting houses while I was a real estate agent. So just starting out as a real estate agent, I just want to save money, right? I want to save money by doing a lot of the things that I would outsource that to somebody else. I want to take it in and do it myself. So photography, taking pictures of my listing is one of them. And apparently, as you have photography skill with you and you have some editing skill, it wasn't too bad. So I want to talk about a lens that I recently bought, that is the Canon 16mm f2.8. This lens is for the RF mount, which is the mirrorless mount that Canon offer, and is for full frame. I'm gonna talk about the quality of this thing, and then we're gonna talk about prices, and then we're gonna talk about the real life experience that I have with it. So I've been taking this out on a shoot for two shoot already, and we're gonna talk about some of the things that I say that it could be fixed or it could be better, or how to fix it. And I will give my last opinion on whether you should buy this lens or not. Is it worth it with the price point that you get? First, let's talk about the quality. Quality of this lens compared to many of the other RF lenses that you have on the market right now, such as the 24-70, the 85, the 50mm 1.2. You have a lot of those lenses which is very high-end Canon lens, and it is, it's built very well with high quality glass, and it has like metal things on the inside. I don't know a lot about lenses on the like mechanical size of it, but you feel it, you hold in your hand, it feel heavy, it feel like it's very highly built, like very high quality. For this lens right here, you don't you do get like maybe like a little bit of that feel, but not to that extent. So if you are familiar with the Nifty 50, the EF version, almost everybody who started out doing photography have to start with the Nifty 50, because that lens produces amazing quality images, and it costs only a little bit over $100. So that's a deal breaker right there. But that lens, when you hold it in your hand, it feels cheap. It feels like it is plastic, right? It feels like it could break at any time. So, but this lens right here it feels like it's a little bit heavier, even though like the size I think is very similar to the Nifty 50, but it just feels like it is a little bit heavier. So I feel like I get a little bit more build quality out of this. This right here is also metal compared to the Nifty 50 back then. It was plastic right here. Other than that, the control ring, get a control ring right here on the front of the lens. So you can use that to control you can set it in your camera, so you can control your ISO, white balance, whatever you want. In the front here is the lens. It's very small, as you can see. Okay, and you don't have a lens hood. So as I bought this lens, I don't get a lens hood for this. So I'm pretty sure there's a lens hood out there for this lens. It's just that it doesn't come with the product. Okay, I bought this lens on Amazon for $300. $300. So it's more than the Nifty 50. The Nifty 50 is only $100, 120 I think. And then you get an adapter. I already have the adapter, so I could go with the Nifty 50, but because I'm shooting with like architectural photography, shooting buildings, shooting rooms, shooting houses and stuff like that, interior, so I need something wider. I have the 24-70 f2.8 from the RF line, and that lens is fine. It's perfect. It's great. I shoot it for like a lot of events and stuff like that, and it's amazing, right? But that 24 focal length doesn't give me that wide enough shot that I wanted it. When I'm cramped in a small kitchen space or a little bathroom or something like that, I feel like the 24 doesn't give me that angle that I wanted. So that's why I'm reaching out and trying to find something that is a little bit more better. So that's why I'm looking into the market and trying to look for a lens that fit me. And I found this lens, the 16mm f2.8 from the Canon RF line. Overall, I feel like the build quality is good, the price is okay, good for the quality. But when I take it out on the shoot, this is what surprised me. I know it's gonna be wide and it's gonna have some distortions. When I shoot, I check in my camera, I'm pretty sure that I try to be as straight in terms of vertical line as possible. But when I get home and I put it in my computer, I have a lot of distortion on the left side, as you can see in the picture right here. I have to use Lightroom and use that lens correction and profile correction just to pull that back so that I can get all of that curved line back to be straight. So that is something that I have to adjust doing. I didn't get that problem when I was using the 24-70 to shoot. So this is definitely something that I'm not used to. However, I do feel like it does offer that possibility for me to shoot wider angle, because with a 24-70 I couldn't get that angle at all. So I feel like this lens right here, even though it has distortion, it does provide the quality. The autofocus on this lens is great too, so it doesn't give me that much problem. Sometimes it struggles to focus on a point, but if you're shooting like architectural photography, you have time. You do have time, so you on a tripod and you taking your time getting the right angle and the right shot and the right lighting. So it's not like you are in a rush, right? So if you're using this for landscape photography or for architectural photography, this is a must-have. That's all I have for you. For 300 bucks, guys, you can't go wrong with this. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.